Oh, hey, when did you get here? Oh, that's right. You're Big Black Bob loyalists. If you're not, welcome to the channel. I'm just pondering a few events from 2024, and as we go into the new year, I'm thinking to myself, whatever became of that footage? Well, you just saw a juicy start, and we're going to get into an event at the local track, little heads up thing. Got a couple passes I'll show you. The first event is from July of 24. We did an event right before that, Rocky Mountain Race Week, as some of you have already seen, and that went smashing, but that was naturally aspirated. So we're kind of getting ready in this July event just to kind of see what's going on with the nitrous system, and we want to get ready for the Havlik race, Havlik's fastest streetcar shootout, and this was going to be our opportunity to kind of see where the car is. Race number one, I get the silver Mustang. He and I had raced in the qualifying race, and he beat me, but I spun my tires, so I feel like he thinks he's got it in the bag. We're going to give him the, I believe the 300 shot is on this. If not, it was 250. I'll have to go back and look at the data, but just know it's at least 250 shot. So that went well. We are now into the second round of eliminations. We think everything in the car is set and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and run up there, and we're going against a Mustang that's two-tone, and one of the tones resembles my Nova. Have a look at this. That was terrible. In the car, I could tell for sure something wasn't right, something wasn't good. We let out of the run early. You could see he pulls away pretty quick. It turns out we get back to the pits. I'm thinking I hurt the engine, that something's not right. The reality is, number 7 plug wire came off. We were on 7 cylinders, and we started to spray the car. I'm glad we got out of it. We probably hung on longer than I needed to. But that's the competitor to me. I'm kind of dumb sometimes when it comes to that because I would like to win. Bounced in round 2. Now we've got another video. This is after drag week. So during drag week, on the last day, I had the opportunity to go for the gusto, go for that fastest ever pass. At the bar at the time was set at 9:15, but it was getting hotter. It was in the 80-degree range, mid-80s. And I thought to myself, you know what? My home track in the fall, we usually get 1 or 2 days where I have an opportunity where the density altitude is right around sea level. The race comes around October 19th, and another heads-up event. We're going to give it everything we've got. We're going to go for that 890 anything, or 880, hell. I won't be mad if it goes faster than that, but I figure the first time I'm in the 8s, it'll be barely in the 8s with this current combination. So let's have a look. Let's see what that first pass looks like. That's it. We did it. All Bob Race Team 907. We did not get an 8. And that's okay. I'll survive. So let's get into eliminations here. Let's have a look at round 1 elimination. Round 1 victory, fantastic, very excited. However, I'm sitting in the pits, minding my own business. My mechanic is on his phone, not even looking at the car. I say mechanic, but part of the All Bob Race Team there, my crew chief extraordinaire. And I walk over to the car, I say, "What is this?" And he's like, "What?" I said, "This oil right here." So we'd start looking it over, and sure enough, I have a multi-piece timing chain cover. And before I've had the bolt come out a little bit, like just get loose, and it would drip. The bolt is gone. I'm like, what? I don't have a spare bolt. So I get on my phone, I start looking for a hardware store. I find a place that's open for another half an hour. I bolt there, hoping to get there and back before the next round. All right, luckily, Ace Hardware, good job, Ace, they have what I need. I bought 3 or 4 different sizes and lengths to make sure I had what was there. We get the car back together, rush to round. They're waiting in the lanes for me. I didn't even realize I had that guy. But it turns out there's a brown Mustang that I'm going to race. And all that rushing to get the bolt, get it done, get it to the lanes, not even sure who I'm racing. I thought it was a completely different car. And let's have a look at that. You may have heard me voice in the in-car in the intro and then here again where I go, "Ah!" because I couldn't believe it. I see him light the bulb multiple times, and by the time, I think it was number 4, I see the bulb light, I'm like, all right, he's got to be in now. So I just start focusing on my light. I see a flash again, thinking it's a flash for the race, and it's him lighting it again, so I go red bad because he hadn't even staged at this point. The reality is it's maybe 4 seconds. I don't know. Maybe the time on the video isn't real time. I don't know. It seemed like forever in the car. You're kind of on it because I lit my bulb. After seeing him flicker his the first time, I'm like, all right, turbo car, he'll flicker. But how? I don't know. You got to go a millimeter, and you can't get the car in. Needless to say, I went red, I lose. But we're like, okay, we can do an open test session. But it's getting cool now. The sun is down. The track is getting cooler. We're nervous that, okay, now the air is too good, but the surface isn't there. And that's always the fine line with these smaller tires is getting the right traction, getting the right air quality. Even though we're spraying it, you still want maximum power that you can make. So we're going to go for a record after dark. Let's see how she does. So the whole point of this build, the 496, without a dominator, hydraulic roller, could we make it run 8s? And we are damn near that time. We see a little bit of a fluctuation and a little issue with the oil pressure, so we're going to shut it down. We're not going to go for it. We'll have another look at this, but it may be too late for this engine to break into the 8s. We have some other competition, as you may have seen another video. If you haven't, go check it out. I'll put a link in the description of this one where my boy Big G and I talk about who's going to be the first to the 8s. And since this event didn't do it, we're going to have to see if my next engine, my next creation with Fessler and Straub and all the fine folks that I work with, Molly, to name a few, we'll have to see if that is the engine of choice to start the 25 season, and if that's the engine that puts me into the 8s, and if it is, it'll be deep 8s, I promise. All right, thanks for watching the video.